transfer special time. It's time to build a squad here at Gladbach that we believe can carry us forward for a couple of years because we want to stay here for a while, right? Let's go ahead and get into it, my dudes. Check it out. Well, I'm having to do the end of season review a little bit sooner than what I typically like to. That's because my save button's gone, and I think it's kind of like the skip button and the skip button. You guys get it. But so we're doing the end of season review. We took over Gladbach really late in the season. We didn't win anything, but we did finish the season strong with the victory against Wolfsburg. I think it was 5-1, guys. Emilio had a hat trick. Nino got a goal, and I believe somebody else did. But let's go ahead and look at this. Obviously, there's not much that we've done here. Okay, yeah, we're going to use him. I didn't realize Emilio was from Derby. That's interesting. Obviously, we didn't sign any of these guys, so I can't really say anything about them because, how they performed. I did like Moscow. I did like Anjorin. I did like Emilio. But Hoobs has to be a little bit better for us next season, I feel like. And maybe play Collins a little bit since he just joined the club. But I don't expect Dahman to be there very long because I've already found a replacement for him. So C in the Bundesliga, Europa League a C, which we didn't play in, Conference League a C-, which we had it tough, I felt like I did. And then the Pokal we didn't play in. So it's kind of a weird one for us. We lost money sponsorship-wise, just a little bit. Broadcast goes up just a portion. Corporate hospitality up a little bit. Competition prize money goes way down. And match day retail goes up. New highs, Valentin, Embolo, Nino, and Emilio top-selling kits. Yeah, you swap Embolo over to the left-hand side, Valentin on the right-hand side. I like that lineup. Kelly, maybe not. Maybe not on Kelly. So, fans player of the season was Nino. Young player was Moscow. Goal of the season went to Valentin. Top goal scorer was Nino with 23. Newhouse has 12 assists. Nino with 5 player of the matches. Highest average rating as well. And most passes completed per 90 minutes goes to Semisisco. Most goals by a player in a match, record breaker, Nino with a hat trick. That one's kind of odd. And Newhouse breaks the assist record as well. So overall, I feel like since we took over, the season went a lot better, But before that, they really struggled. Some of the stuff we don't care about as much in the Journeyman. Club Vision, this is something I care about. So I know it's preferred, right? But I know that I am going to break this, right? The signed players in Germany based on it. It's only, maybe we can get that off. Fine, you won, okay? I'll sign it. So we gotta keep that in note. We gotta sign some players from the Bundesliga and the leagues below as well. It's kind of odd too. After the end of the season, after we beat Wolfsburg 5-1, my leadership went through the roof, and now only one person hates me. So I'm giving you guys a thumbs up. My camera's not on, but I do have to do a little bit of going through the squad by myself and seeing what we need because, like I said, there's a lot. So maybe when we cut back in a little bit, we'll see that. But I do want to get our transfer budget. So we're not going to do the typical end of the season review of our players, what we want to do, and all that because I haven't went over it yet myself. All right. So what do they want us to do? So they want us to qualify for the Conference League this upcoming season. So what is that? I know what the Conference League is. What place is that in the league? I'll get there eventually. Jesus, Murphy. So, Bundesliga. Conference League is top 7. So, they want a top 7. So, top half finish, I guess, is what that would be labeled as. I clicked the wrong button. Jesus, Murphy, it's going to take forever getting back to this meeting. Yeah. Good job, Breck. Okay, here we are. We're back. So, what is this first one? Okay. Champions League qualification. Good Lord. Okay. So I know we're all disappointed that we couldn't qualify for the Conference League this season, but I have faith that everyone in this room can build on this experience. Come back next year, we'll all be looking to qualify for this competition again. I hope and see it happen. Uh, Very confident that we can get this done. All right, that's fair enough. That's why we have these meetings. You all have the right to an opinion here. No promises. Thanks everyone. Let's get out of here. They didn't like that. They didn't like that. That was bad. So hopefully, I mean, we've got a decent transfer budget now. I've spent some of it already. So yeah, and I just signed a player for a position we really didn't need, but I really liked this kid, so we went ahead and signed him. Obviously, we're going to see that in a little bit. So 34 on transfer, 80 on payroll. I don't think it's changed. And we got a little bit more than that. So we had around, okay. And then our facilities have been downgraded. Sucks. I was trying to look here. Yeah, I mean we'll get it back up. No big deal there. But that's a decent amount of money. We can get something worked with there. But I got some figuring out what I want to do on some of these guys. So we'll be back a little bit sooner than later. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Well, after a day of thinking, a day of looking at some of these players to kind of figure out what we want to do this season, I believe we're somewhat ready to get into this transfer special. So let's take a look. Okay, we're going to start it off and sort it by years, right? Okay, don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking 2027. I'm like, that's what year we're in, but no, we're way past it. Forgive me, I am a bit crazy. All right, so Kostic and Orban are retiring at the end of this season, so we don't have to worry about those two guys. They're leaving. I'm the backup goalkeeper. I mean, it is what it is. We're not going to get enough for him if we sell him. He can be a reserve guy, I guess, or a third choice goalkeeper for us. Kramer, obviously, I would give this man away, just to give him away, to get him off my salary. Okay, Wolf. I think Wolf is a solid choice at right back, so we'll probably hang on to him. Neuhaus. He's on a massive salary. I don't figure anybody will come in for him. Mbolo is a player that I like, but for the right price, I would gladly sell him. Elvedi, I like Elvedi. He really established himself as a right back this season for Samasesco. I mean, for me, his value is just not even worth trying to sell. And he's still a decent option for us. Just got to get him healthy. Now, Lloyd Kelly is a big one. I would sell Lloyd Kelly for that top end of that. I really would, because we've got Ridvan already as a regular starter at left back. So I like him. I like Kelly, but I think I'm okay letting him go as well for that price, because that's massive. Same with Valentin. I like him, but you come in with 45 mil for him, I'll sell him to you in a heartbeat. I won't think twice about it. Winsheimer's leaving already. This guy needs to be on the reserve side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because we ain't got no, just move him there. Goodness break. What are you doing? All right, so like players like that, I want to move down to the reserve side so we actually know what we have on this side. We mentioned Ilmas. I do like him. I like Anjorin as well. And he kind of falls in the same category as Samasesco with his transfer budget. It's just not worth really moving him. Noah, he can be a solid depth piece. I'm not like a huge fan of him. He's not going to be a second choice on either side, but at 2.5 star, we can play on either side, as I just mentioned. Pretty useful. Kotchop. Hold on. He doesn't hate me anymore, so I would really like to hang on to him. Like, really, really like to hang on to him. His contract doesn't expire until 2031, so we've got this man for quite a while. Rex is okay to stay up for now. I had originally thought about dropping him, but looking at him, 2.5 star player, already 22 years old. He needs to be on our team. Nino, like Nino, but I also like 50 million pounds as well. That would be, come on with it. I'm replacing Dahmen. So, might be a little bit controversial, but I've already signed a replacement for him. So, yeah. We'll let you, okay, what do we want to tell him? Okay. Uh-huh. I was trying to see like if there was just one that's like, hey, we're gonna there we go. I mean, whatever. So this is what we're actually going to do to him. Since he doesn't want to accept the transfer listing, we didn't transfer list him, but now he's going to be as a backup. See what happens then. Just, hey, how do you feel about it, bud? I'll give you one. So we've just mentioned Dahman. I think Mosquera really is a great starting center back for us. So we've got Kotchop and Mosquera, two good center backs. Collins is not a great one, but at 3-star, he's already on our squad. Why not use him? So, 3 really good center backs at this point for me? You could argue that we might need to add another one. I do like Emilio. Obviously, he's got a ton of potential. Carry him on down to the reserve side. And Kraft, you need to go back to the reserves, but I know it's a bit disappointing. You got called up here just recently, right? And now I'm just going to send you back down. Well, it's because I think we can do a little bit better than you this transfer window. And guys, I've already got some guys signed, so I can't really go into a ton of detail on what I think we need at this point, because I think some of it would give away some spoilers before we actually get to it. I am so excited about this. This is going to be great news, my dudes, and hopefully you like it too, because I think that's going to be the next little bit. Well, my dudes, I have done some business, and I am excited about them. And I think we got some really good ones. One of them I've teased for quite some time. That would be Mario Jorge. Comes in for 15.25. And you guys know where he's going to be. He's going to be playing on that right wing for us. He's our new right wing, and I think this guy's going to be fantastic. We purchased him for 15.25. His value now up in the upper 60s. So good little bit of business there. Happy to have him on board. Up next, we brought in Andre, a striking option. That's 2.5-star, 5-star potential. Deep line forward. I just really like this guy. I know we don't need a striker, but just thought this one was too good to pass up. I really did. I think he's going to be kind of our third choice striking option. And another player that just looks really solid. Purchased him for 12 mil. And then, do apologize. And then we brought in a goalkeeper. Melie comes in, 3.5-star player right now, 9.75 spent on him. New goalkeeper. I think he's going to be really good for us. Really excited about him coming into the club. I think he's going to be a really good sweeper keeper for us. We are scouting some guys. I missed out on one guy that I was really, really hoping I could get, and I'm trying to think who he ended up signing with. It was in the Bundesliga. He signed with somebody here. Let's see if we can figure it out. It was Eartha that he signed with. I had found him. He was a box. I was going to use him as our kind of our holding midfield player right here. Man, just missed out on him. I thought he was going to be so good. I really did. It was taking our scouts a while to get back with him, so I am a bit disappointed in not being able to sign him. But I am looking at signing. Like I said, we need a holding midfield. I feel like that's a big concern for our side right now. We need another right wing option, I believe. And then what was the other position? What was it we said? I said it. I wrote it down. Hell. Might not have said it. Just might have wrote it down. I would like to bring in a prospect that's a left back. I think that wouldn't hurt. And honestly, guys, signing a right back might not be the worst case, or another midfield. Kind of a more attacking midfield type of player. I think maybe what we might end up doing this upcoming season is Hoobs drops back as a right back, right? I think that sounds pretty dang good. I think he can do that for us. Let's actually go to him instead of just staying on this one guy. Where are you, Hoobs? Right here he is. He's a 3.5-star right back, so I think he could definitely do that. I wish his crossing was a little bit higher. Don't get me wrong, but the rest of it looks solid. I think he can do that. He's got some traits as well. Gets forward whenever possible. Hey, he gets forward whenever possible. Got it that time. It just took me a couple of tries. Get me a break, okay? Yikes. English. Barely speak it, apparently. But yeah, I think that's what we might end up doing with him. He might play right back. So if we find another central mid that's a really good attacking player, I think that would be awesome. Because I would like Samasesco to be our defensive mid, right? And somebody else that we bring in. And then in the central mid, what do we have? In the central mid, I would like it to be Neuhaus. I think, obviously, great player for us, right? Obviously, he's on the downturn of his career, but he's 31. He's still really, really solid. And I'm thinking maybe a box-to-box for him. So if we could find a central mid on attack, Man, that would be nice. Can I click it? Can I find central mid on attack? So we need somebody with some good long shots. I think that would be, and if that's not the case, if we end up finding a right back that I like better than a central mid, we'll go right back and Hoobs can still play in the central mid. I just think we've got to be a little bit versatile here on what we bring in. And we're looking good financially. Looking really good, actually, still. 34 mil to spend. Way under our payroll, so that's nice. That's very nice. Obviously, we wanted to get some of that stuff down. We do have some interest, though. Nino wanted by a whole slew of clubs. Embolo, I wouldn't mind selling Embolo, but his price tag is a little bit low, I think, and I would just rather hang on to him. Neuhaus wants to leave the club to play in the Champions League, but nobody's interested in him. Samasesco wanted by Sporting. Hoobs is wanted by Bayern Munich and Valencia, so that's a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about that. Elvedi, wanted by a whole slew of clubs. 13. His contract expires at the end of the season. That's why I'm thinking about another right back. Same with Wolf. His contract expires at the end of the next season. So wanted by Wolfsburg. Hopefully we can hang on to him. Reed Van had some offers. Leeds has came into him a couple of times, and I'm able to decline them. Kelly still wanted. Wouldn't mind selling Kelly, and we could bring in another left back. Masquerade wanted. But they're just going to have to deal with that. He's my guy at this point. You're going to have to pay more than 11.5 for him. Kotchop wanted, and we had a promise him that we would sell him if an offer came in for something like 38.5, I think, 48.5. But his minimum release is a lot lower than that, I realize. So that's a bit scary. And then Wolf is considering options at the end of his contract. Not really worried about that third choice goal keep. We did call back up one player though. Brought him back up. Kind of as obviously as a right wing. It's just one of those situations of he's going to be available for the reserve side, but I would like him to be on this team for me as well. I think he's just got too much speed to stay down there and just play. But yeah, guys, we're looking good. And I don't know if you noticed it earlier. After the season, our dynamics just shot through the roof, and we got people that love us now. I mean, Dahmen, he supports us, but he's a backup. Hoobs supports us. Masquerade, really excited to see Masquerade. And then a whole bunch of guys down here in the other players. I'd like one of the team leaders to like me. That'd be awesome. But unfortunately, we haven't done that. I will take a look at some of the guys that I am scouting just to show them off a little bit. We obviously don't have enough back on them to really know what they are, how much I like them. One thing that the club wants us to do is sign players in the Bundesliga, which is why we signed the goalkeeper that we did. He was playing at Mainz. So we have to keep that in mind. Obviously, there's times where we can go out and sign a better player like Mario Jorge. But we still have to sign people that's based in Germany, right? So we were scouting some of those guys. Ulrich here, a central mid. Not sure. Looks to be more defensive, but long shots are decent for me, right? Long shots are decent. Not the best, but a player that we could sign for really cheap. I think that'd be a great signing for us. 2.5-star player right now, 5-star potential from what we're seeing. Obviously, there's a little bit more that I want to see on that before I make a comment on it. I don't know, my dudes. Man, that one hurt. Ronnie Mueller, a guy that I am looking at for a right wing. It really depends on what he wants to be. If he wants to be a squad level player, awesome. Would love to sign him. Obviously, kind of high up there, but one of those type of players that we was talking about before that's playing here right now. So that's something I have to consider. I thought there was a couple other guys. They may be on my short list. Okay, so these are guys that I was looking at for our first team. See, Michael's there, but I doubt we'll do anything with Michael. These are guys that I've scouted, though. So, yeah, Freiburg, this guy's a little bit expensive for me, but I was hoping once they drop down into the league, he would be a little bit more interested in signing with us. Doesn't seem to be that way. This is a guy that I'm considering signing at right back if I don't find anybody else, because he does meet all that requirements that we have, right? I think he's a solid player. He's not great, but he can bring a coverage in a couple positions for us, which would be pretty damn nice. Honestly, having those kind of guys, you just got to love it. But one guy I'm really interested in is this guy right here, Stefan Engelbrecht, a defensive mid option that's solid. I think he'd be a third choice for me, but as a halfback, I would be pretty happy with him, really. I think he would be pretty solid behind Samasesco. I'm just waiting on scouting reports, really, to come back in. We want to sign some players. I got to find me a central mid that's more attacking than what I have so far. It seems like the guys that I have found are more defensive-minded. But, I mean, that's the way it goes sometimes. But we'll find some guys. We'll make the squad a lot better than what it was before. And it's just going to take a little bit of work, my dudes. Well, 3 new signings later, and here we are. But a bit of news before that. A bit of really good news. Clicked it. There it is. Club info. You click your boy here. You see that I've got that Continental Pro. That means we are done with coaching badges, which is amazing. 4-star manager now. Happy about that. But now it's time we get into these transfers to see what we have done. And I got to be real with you guys. I think we've done pretty good. Now, one of the guys that we got a bit of a disappointment, okay? So, the scouts kind of lied on it. It was like one of those things. I'm like, hey, this guy's an A+ signing, 2.5-star player, 3.5-star potential, German player, happy to bring him in, right? But, well, it wasn't really that. We're going to start off with him, though. Leonardo Garcia Posadas, I'm guessing, 2-star player, 3-star potential. I signed him as a defensive mid option, just as like a third choice, kind of behind Semisesco and whoever else we bring in. But, I mean, he's not a bad player. He's got some really good physical abilities. That's kind of the highlight of his game. And maybe he can provide just a little bit of depth to us in that midfield. And as a center back as well, he's a pretty tall lad, so can play there. But, just a little bit disappointed in that signing. After that, we brought in Ronnie Mueller. We mentioned this guy earlier. 11 mil for him. 3-star player, 4.5-star potential right wing. Going to sit behind Mario Jorge. This guy has speed for days. Acceleration of 17. Agility of 17. Natural flair of 16. Determination of 16. Excellent technique. Looks to be a dang good right wing. And I am pleased that we signed him. And hopefully he will do big things for us in the future. And then the third signing. I'm really excited about this one. I mean, I think the scouts are underrating this guy a little bit. I think he's better than what they are. Or what they're saying. We signed him from Nottingham Forest, got him out of that place. Happy to do that for him. Jake Aspen here, 11.25, 3-star player, 4.5-star potential, English-born, central mid on attack. Going to be our new starter there. Wonder kid. I mean, guys, this guy, his media description, I seen earlier say hardworking midfield. Yeah, that's what he is. Work rate of 16, stamina of 16. Not going to get tired. First touch, oh my, does he have it? This guy right here is going to be world-class for us. Expect big things from Mr. Jake here. We're still looking for a kind of a halfback kind of player. I am scouting some guys. My word, is it taking too damn long to do it. The 2 guys I'm looking at is Fidel here. I want to see a little bit more from him. If we could get the passing, see what the passing was, I'd be excited to see about him. Another guy that can play as a center back for us, but would be a defensive mid for us if we bring him in. Nice price tag on him as well. And then the second option here is Enrique. Once again, want to see higher stuff from him. I want to see what his marking is. His passing looks solid enough, good work rate. I would sign this guy like right now, but I just don't know what his marking is. I'd like to know a little bit more about that. Maybe a little bit more about his technique, but a guy that I am excited about. We just got to get these dang scouting reports back. Goodness gracious, they're taking forever. I've been scouting this guy for quite some time. This guy right here, we've mentioned him, Ulrich. Another guy that I might look into. I'm not sold on him quite just yet, but good first touch. If his passing was just a little bit higher, and I know we can work on that, but I'm really looking to bring somebody in as a starter, and I feel like this is a guy that's going to sit behind Semisesco for a little bit, and that's just not what I'm wanting right now. We're looking okay. Might bring in a left back. I got to do a scouting on that. I was scouting this guy, but once again, taking forever, just taking absolutely forever on it, and so I'm kind of hesitant on bringing more guys in and weighing down the scouting team a little bit more. This is another guy that we could look at. Bringing in. Would like to see his crossing up a little bit more of a defensive-minded guy. And on that left-hand side, I want a guy that can bomb forward a little bit more than what that dude is capable of. So, got to find a left back. I feel like that's the one need that I'm not really addressing right now. But pleased with what we've done, my dudes. It has been a very busy transfer window, but with just one more signing, I believe we're done. And I like this kid a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at him, see what he looks like. Man, Guys, we've been so busy this transfer window, right? And obviously there's stuff that I wish we could have done different, but we had to basically build a squad because there just wasn't any depth to this side. And I feel like we've added a lot. So that being said, there was players that I would have really liked to added this offseason, but we had to spend a lot of money because we needed a lot of players, and I think we've done that pretty well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final signing of the season. Martin Cordoba, 6.75, Argentinian born, 3.5-star player, 5-star potential. Got ourselves our holding midfield. He's going to be playing as a halfback for us. He can do the job pretty damn good. You do wish his first touch was a little bit higher, but his technique makes up for it. Determination, leadership, positioning. Looks pretty dang good. And he wasn't my first choice, but I ended up finding him after the two I showed you. One of them signed with another club, and the Mexican guy, I can't think of his name, he ended up re-signing with the club that he was at. So had to do a little bit more digging, found this guy, and I like him a lot. I think he's a really good player. He's going to help out the side a lot. And that being said, guys, next episode, we got Hanover up first, and then Hertha Berlin after that. Let's take a look and see where we projected to finish. So right outside of European qualification. So I believe we can get up there in 5th or 6th. Don't you guys? I mean, I certainly hope we can get up to 5th or 6th. What is the rules now? It's probably changed a little bit. So Conference League and Europa League is 5th and 6th. So we need to get up into 5th or 6th, and preferably 5th. I would be really happy with your Europa League berth next season. That'd be a positive step. Does it get done? Maybe it does. I'm not 100% certain. They want the top half table, but I think we can definitely do that. And the way we've done our transfer budgets or transfer signings, they have been pleased with me signing players based in Germany, and well, pretty damn pleased about it myself. We have played one match already. It was in the Pokal first round. We didn't look great. 1-0. Created plenty of opportunities. We just didn't get a goal. Nino comes in the second half and scores one for us. We did play a very rotated side. So it is what it is. As you can see, Leonardo Garcia Posadas got to play. Jorge got his debut. Rex got to play. Andre got a debut as well. So quite a few guys getting debuts in that match, and it was nice seeing them. Happy to see my boy Jorge putting out a good rating, though. You guys already know. And before we get out, we've got to pick our side for the first match. So let's go ahead and hit a quick pick and see what they suggest. Okay, I like the attacking 3. That sounds amazing. The midfield. Happy with the midfield. I am going to slot Kelly over as left back, and Mosgray in the starting lineup beside Kotchop. Hoobs on the right, and in goal. I'm happy. I'm very happy. But you're like, Bragg, didn't you sign a central mid on attack for Newhouse to move over his box spot? Yeah, remember, Aspen, we signed him. Picked up a little bit of an injury. Out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken collarbone. So unfortunately, I'm not going to see his debut just yet. It's going to take a little bit longer, but I'm very excited to get him back into the lineup. And we've got quite a few players that are still wanted. So waiting for offers to really meet our evaluation of players. Nino's had a couple offers. Newhouse has had a couple offers. Lloyd Kelly's had quite a few, but he doesn't want to leave the club. So, yeah, he's still here right now. I don't know. I like Lloyd Kelly, but I could get rid of him if we needed to. It's not. I'm not really sold on him yet. But make sure you check out tomorrow's episode. It's the start of a brand new season at the Journeyman. First full season with Gladbach. I had to think for a moment. Jesus, Murphy. Okay, guys, it's late. It's like 1:10. I'm getting out of here. Well, another good transfer window in the books. If you enjoyed this one, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below. And as always, my dudes, thank you for watching.